everybody? How's everybody doing? This is a reading for all of the zodiac signs. We will read for Aries through Pisces and then read for all the signs at the end, and I will be time stamping as I go along. Be sure when you watch me and other tarot readers to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. If you don't know that information, there's a link in the description box below this video of how to get a free birth chart so that you know all your signs, so that when you watch tarot you can check your different placements. Therein you can many times get clarification, additional information, and several of your placements many times will resonate in different ways. Of course, if you've not done so, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And just periodically check your notification bell. Make sure that you keep that set to get notified when I go live or when I upload, because many times those things do periodically get recalibrated here. So with that being said, if you would like to book a personal reading, there is one and only one way to do that. And it is always going to be found in the description box below my most recent video. Hey, Ashley. And with that being said, guys, I do truly, truly appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares, all of those things. They help me here on YouTube, and they also touch my heart. I still read every comment. I can't always respond to all of them, but trust and believe I read them all, and they touch my heart in more ways than you could know, okay? So at any rate, let's get started on the reading, shall we? Yes. New live options coming in for all the signs, and a vibe check, which truthfully, that's kind of one and the same, because we kind of attract where we are vibing. So just keep that in mind. This will let you know like of any tune-ups you need to make and that sort of thing. We may find multiple options or not, but okay, Aries gang. Aries sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Let's take a look, Aries gang. What you got coming in, Aries? I got a page. I got a page. This one's going to be a slow burner. Slow burner. All right, so here's the thing, and I know why. This person is going to reach out, but it's going to be slow, slow, slow. All right? They're really, in my opinion, still working through some issues and healing, and that's going to be why they are so slow. Okay, probably, you know, just had been taking kind of an overall break from romance, point blank period. Probably been through the ringer a little bit in a past situation. So I think, Aries, that they've probably just not fully patched up their heart, and that's going to be why they're slow moving. And so just keep that in mind if it seems slow moving. They're going to keep their options open for a while. And the reason, I don't think that they're necessarily going to be out, you know, serial dating. That's not what I'm saying. But I think they're going to get, you know, they're going to make sure before they actually make some sort of a commitment with you, that this is, and that's slow, but I think it's a strong soul connection with a bunch of potential here for you, Aries. You could go the distance with this person. A lot of potential for marriage, family, blending of families, and that sort of thing. It's the 1111 card. So, you know, don't let this slow movement kind of throw you and make you feel overwhelmed with this thing. And strong soul connections can do that. They really can. But I think if you know, I think this one's worth waiting on. And in fact, the Ace of Pentacles even says slated for success. And if that's not enough, there's another confirmation for you. So I like this for you, Aries. You have fire, air, water, and earth. So you know, it could be any zodiac sign. So keep that in mind. Again, just check the collective and check your other placements too. All right, Taurus gang. Taurus, sun, moon, let me timestamp this. Taurus. Sorry about that. I'm trying to write down the Taurus gang, the timestamps. Hey, Mary J, good to see you live. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's take a look, Taurus gang. New love options coming in. What do you need to know? All right. All right, Taurus, I know this is not every Taurus, so just keep this in mind. Yeah, all right, okay. Let me just talk about it, Taurus. You may have viable stuff. This may just be what you need to look out for. Just keep that in mind. But And it could be an indication that you know, you may still need to do some energy work, okay? Somebody that you've got in your, you know, whatever, right, are coming in. Just be mindful of this, Taurus. They're very hung up on something from the past, okay? They could be very overcritical of you and hold you to an impossibly high standard too. Both of those things can apply, but neither one of them is really good. It's good. They're going to be almost stagnant and slow moving. And quite honestly, it's going to make you feel like you're in limbo. There's a lot of codependent energy here, okay? Either, you know, maybe you, maybe them, but people pleasing, telling you what you want to hear and being who they think you want them to be instead of being themselves, okay? And if that's you, Taurus, too, where you're trying to just become what somebody else might want, well, understand this, Taurus, the most beautiful person that you can be, beautiful, sexy, hot, smart, whatever, and fun, is to just be your authentic self, which truly should be evolving every day anyway, but you step into your power a little more every day. Don't worry about what other people think, okay? And I don't know if this is the person coming in or you or both, but keep that in mind. But this person has not healed, point blank, period. And I think they're going to be rushing in. They're not going to be slow about it at all. That's going to be another indication of who this person is, Taurus. You've got the one that rushes in, shoot first, ask questions later. This is in and out energy. They'll come in and then they'll fly away. But you know what? And they may be watching you, that's fine, but I think you're going to see it. I think it's going to raise some red flags, and you're going to immediately be suspicious and they may not talk about this past thing that they're still hung up on. I'll tell you that right now. But for whatever reason, whether you actually hear them say some things or they try to rush you and that's your red flag, your suspicions are going to go up like that, and you're going to see. So I think this one is going to be painfully obvious for the majority of you. Now, Taurus, you may very well have some viable stuff, but just be mindful of this one that's got this, you know, that they're going to try to jump in real fast, okay, because they're feeling lonely, okay, point blank, period. They're still missing somebody, and they're looking for a substitute, okay, not an authentic person standing in their own power. So be mindful of that, Taurus. You know, just a little heads up for you, okay? And you've pulled air, fire, water, and it, you know, it could be any zodiac sign. Certainly that could just be a placement, Taurus, but just heads up about that. You may very well have something viable, but this just may be, you know, the tarot's way of saying, hello, watch out for this one, right? All right, so let's move along to the Geminis. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Interesting, Mary J. Interesting. Your red flag, your what is it? Your guard went up immediately, right? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New love options / vibe check. New love options / vibe check for the Gemini tribe. There we go. That's right, Ashley. Gemini twins. Double the trouble, double the fun, right? Gemini, let's see here. Okay, all right. First card, I was like, wait a minute. This is a slow burner, Gemini. This is a slow burner. All right, well, let's talk. You know what? Now, Gemini, you may have multiple options. Okay, hear me out on this thing. But you got one that is going to leave you feeling in limbo. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, too. All right, I think you've got more than one. I do. I'm seeing that in the cards. All right, they're going to leave you feeling like, wait a minute, where are we? What's really going on here? A lot of questions, lack of clarity. All right, and you've got codependent energy here. They're deceptive too. They're, and I'll tell you why. I think more than anybody, they're kind of being deceptive with their own self because they're trying to be what you want them to be, tell you what you want to hear, just to get you interested or what have you. But at the end of the day, you've got a lot of emotional immaturity and closed off kind of thinking, okay? And I don't know, but what they're not, you know, hung up on something from the past either. But quite honestly, this one is just, you know, a mess, a hot mess. All right, Gemini, you got another one. I don't know which one this goes with. Okay, this one could be this one here that's very overburdened and going through it. But at the end of the day, if it is, not worth your time. Now, you've got another one, very well could be going through a tough time. Well, heck, aren't we all? The astrological shifts, as I often speak of, right? So understand this. They're almost to the end of a tough cycle. I don't know what the tough cycle is. Maybe they're healing. Maybe they've come through a financial situation, job situation, whatever, some kind of family issues. But you know what? They're almost to the end. But you know what? They're highly intuitive and they know it. And they're real fond of you because this is Gemini energy here. Pulled it in the upright. So, and they're going to make it. They're going to be okay. The card tells me that, okay? But this one is pretty cool. So there you go. So Gemini, I think many of you are dealing with two possibles, okay, Gemini. So I'll call it like that, okay? But, you know, just be mindful of people who are not their authentic self. And I think that's why that Five of Swords came up. Codependent energy, right? They're trying to be what you want to please you rather than just being themselves, okay? So we have fire, air, water, and Gemini. But it could be any sign. I don't get overly hung up on the zodiac signs. Most of you guys know that. All right, with that being said, let's go to the Cancerians. First of the water signs. Jenna Love, how you doing, love? Cancerians, Cancer gang. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What new things might be headed your way, Cancer? Let's take a look, Cancer gang. Let's take a look. What do we need to know, Cancer? What do we need to know? Let's take a look. All right, Cancer. All right, this one is going to seem weird. This is a weird reading, but I think I see it. All right, you do have something coming in. There's a lot you need to know, and I don't think it's bad, but hear me out. This is weird. They're gonna come across like they're not interested. And you may get bored with it. Okay, you may, possibly. But let me tell you what's going on. I think they're working through some things, and this came out after this. First you got this, and then this. I think they may still be in healing mode, and they're going to be very slow, and I've got some other cards that tell me they're going to be crazy slow. Okay, two cards here that are telling me they're slow, and they're doing shadow work, and they're putting some stuff behind them and fixing some stuff in their own shadow. Okay, that's why this thing is slow. But you've got the card of divine timing and hope and healing and faith, and then you've got a messenger and an offer, but the Pentacles is the slowest one, and this is literally the card of waiting and divine timing. So this one is a slow burner. I don't know, you know, you may not want to mess with this. I mean, you may just get so tired of waiting, you just get bored, and you're like, you know what, this person's just, and I think that some of you may do that. Others may not. And look, there's no wrong answer, Cancer. I made a poem to answer. There's no wrong answer, Cancer. It's just what you decide of whether or not you want to wait this thing out. But that's what you have. This person is going to heal, but it is going to take some time. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, Cancer gang. And as far as zodiac signs, Cancer, you have pulled here. You've pulled water, fire, air, and earth. So you pulled all of them, and then in the major arcana you pulled Capricorn and Sagittarius. Okay, hey Mona B, good to see you. And again, I don't get overly caught up in zodiac signs, so just keep that in mind. With that being said, where are the Leos in the house? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Back to the fiery signs. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New love options coming in. / vibe check, right? New love options coming in for the Leo gang. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I don't know if you're talking about foul language or if you're talking about like something malevolent from the craft. Could be either one when you use that word, right? So we'll just call it that. All right, Leo gang. Leo, you got a couple of options. You got a couple of options here, and I've got several cards telling me that, okay? First of all, be patient, be slow to make a decision. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Coban, that ain't even funny, okay? I don't know if you're trying to be funny and I'm just not getting it, but like, you're teetering on trolling. I won't call you a troll, but you're kind of on the edge of that cliff, okay? Let's just call it out, all right? We can be watching. You start trolling, you're out. I mean, and we don't play, we don't even hide you or put you in timeout. You're just out of the channel. All right, now, with that being said, I'm not going to go down that rabbit trail. Okay, Kevin, thank you. I appreciate that. See, I mistook it. So, and Mercury retrograde will cause misunderstandings. This is a perfect example for me to take to explain that real quick. And this is an example of what happens in Mercury retrograde. Thank you, Kevin. So, with that being said, back to the Leo reading. Many of you have two options, and you are to kind of be patient, be slow, gather information, trust your intuition in the decision-making process. And let me tell you why you have two options. I'm going to get the yucky one out of the way, okay? And then we'll look at the good one, because there is something good, all right? This one is going to crash and burn. And why? Because this one tells you everything you want to hear, controlling, unstable, probably really a hottie, but like just running their mouth with nothing to back it up. So just be mindful of this one. It's a heartache waiting to happen, okay? It's a disaster looking for a place to topple down. That's the Tower, and it hurts like hell. I know, because I've had them. We probably all have, but okay. Let's talk about the good one. All right, this person is a warrior and a winner, okay? It's a soul connection, and it is a master of manifestation, and it is important, and there is going to be a lot of emotion and a lot of potential for this thing to be lasting, Leo. I've been telling you guys this for a while. I've been telling you, and it keeps coming up. So be very cautious. Use your intuition, and do not jump into something before you can determine who is who. And look here, many times, Leo, this one right here will look great on paper, and this one won't make any sense. And you go down this path, and you look back, and you go, man, did I you know, and this isn't just true in romance, Leo, it's true everywhere. But you go, man, look at what I did, and look at what I dodged. And yet, this is the one that looked like everything would work out, and this one looked like it might have been like a huge risk, but there you go. Hey, Eileen, good to see you. So, yes, there you go. So we have Earth, Fire, Scorpio. Thank you, Tanks Tarot, a while ago. I saw what you said. Thank you. And we have Water, Fire, and Gemini. Appreciate you. I saw Tanks Tarot, her channel. Y'all, she's a sweet girl and a great reader. Check her out. TANKS space Tarot. Yep, she's good. I found her in Tyler's thingy too. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Thank you, Tanks. We're gonna take care of that, right? Yep. Bye, Coban. You're out. Okay, he's gone. I told him or her. I don't know who it is, but I told him, and now they're gone. So, hey, Debbie, how you doing? How you doing? All right, so there you have it, Leo gang. All right, so let's go to the Virgos. You know, I try to give somebody a warning if they just don't be completely, you know, asshats. But, you know, and I did that. And there he is, right? He's gone. He or she. I don't know who it is. I don't care. But, okay. Virgo gang. Virgo sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Virgo sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yes, he is awesome, Shannon. Love him to death. I would love to just be able to give him a big hug, but he's, bless his heart, he's dealing with so much anxiety. Virgo sun, moon, rising, and Venus. New love options coming in. New love options coming in. Let's see what we can find out for you, Virgo. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Multiple options. Let's find out. Let's find out. I used to call looking at new love options the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I'm doing a lot better. Debbie, I kind of feel up to par today. First day in probably about a week. Really do. Really feel better. All right. So, you know what? Virgo, this may be a heads up for you. I hope, thank you, Joy. I hope that this is just a warning sign of something here, but some of you need to hear the warning sign. You may have something viable coming in that didn't come out. This is a quickie read. This is not detail, right? So just keep that in mind. But for those of you Virgos, let me talk to you about this thing. All right. There's something probably with history. All right. There's potential reconciliation here. Okay, there is. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, the person or you, for whatever reason, are going to put the brakes on and release this thing. But after it puts you feeling stuck and at rock bottom. But look what you got here. You got a victory card, triumph over adversity, clarity. I don't think most of you are going to even go down this path because this card came out. I think you're going to see this exactly as it is, that this person has not changed and that, you know, you're dealing with something that is going to go by the wayside again. And you may have emotion for this person, and I think this person has emotion for you. That's well and good. The question is, have they healed? Well, the cards don't say so. I'm just going to call it like it is, okay? So, until both parties heal from it, whether you reconcile or find somebody else, then you will attract another, you know, disaster here. There you go. Hey, Yvette, good to see you, love. But I think you're going to see that, and I think that's why this card came out, Virgo. I think you're going to see it for exactly what it is. So we have air, earth, fire, and water. All of the signs. Could be any sign, like I said. All right, Libra gang. Libra. Who's the Libras in the house? My daughter's a Libra rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Peacekeepers, right? Eileen, it's good to see. Oh, cool. Cool. Thank you so much, Eileen, for that feedback. Thank you, Janet Gates. Same to you, love. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New love options coming in. New love options coming in. Let's take a look. And y'all stick around for the collective. We will read for everyone at the end, okay? All right, new love options coming for the Libra gang. New love options. New love options. Could be at a distance, Libra. Oh, okay. All right, let's just get a little bit more info here. Okay, this is, okay, I see, I got it all. All right, this is going to be a slow burner. All right, and I think, and it could be at a distance, this person may very well come across distant too. This person is really healed up their heart. They're done fighting for whatever was in their past, point blank, period. Now, this person is going to come across kind of busy and cold for a little bit. And they're taking their time, and I think it's because they're just really trusting the process. They're kind of letting things unfold naturally and organically. But they do have a lot of faith in this thing. So don't let this throw you, Libra. This is definitely worth your time because it has long-term potential for celebrations. And at the heart of the matter, this person is very enthusiastic about connecting with you, Libra. They just may be a little bit slow moving as far as, you know, going to the next step. But I think if you hang tight, this is a high vibrational energy. And you, Libra, may have multiple options too, with a couple of court cards coming out like this. So just, you know, understand this. And look, use your intuition, choose your battles wisely. Don't go down, don't fight battles and fight for things that are not worth your time, because you got several options, probably at least one that's worth the time. And this is the card of divine timing says so. Okay, so when somebody is not worth your time, you know, it's like choose your battles, choose where to put your energy, and choose where, you know, to plant your seeds, you know, because that's your time, right? And you don't want to waste your time on something that's not going to be fruitful. And I think that's why that card came out. I think that and that alone spoke to something else that is not worth your time. But you got so much more that is. Okay, and you have fire, water, and air, and then you have Sagittarius. Could be any sign though. Okay, so just keep that in mind, Libra gang. So let's go to the Scorpios. Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I'll put the timestamps up, y'all, after I do this. I'll put it in the comments, just like I always do. All right, Scorpio gang. Scorpio, I just read for you guys, too. I read for the Libras, too. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Absolutely, Barb. My pleasure. I like reading. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpios. Oh, this one fell out. We're gonna take it. Oh, okay. That could be interesting. All right, Scorpio. Let's take a look. Okay, Scorpio. More than one option, definitely. More than one option. It's got to be. There's no other way around that. All right, you got one. And let me tell you, I'm going to get the yucky one out of the way first. Hey, Regina. I am going to get the yucky one out of the way first, and then we'll talk about the good one. That's kind of how I like to do things most of the time, okay? But, okay. This one is really, honestly, probably, maybe a commitment phobe. Okay? They're definitely not relying on their intuition all day long. They're not going to move forward in this thing. But here's how you're going to know who this is. And you're going to feel a lot of confusion around this person, a lot of instability and a lot of uncertainty. And you're going to feel like that they're secretive. Okay, you're going to have an intuitive leading that there is more to the story. There is. Okay, this person is hung up on something from the past, and they are just, remember who was it we were talking on the individual signs? Mods, which sign was it I was reading that somebody was in victim mode? Was that the Scorpios that I was reading for earlier? That somebody, remember we said blamer alert? What sign was that? It may have been Scorpio, because Scorpio I just read for y'all. You got somebody coming in that is in victim mode right here. Okay, it was Scorpio. See, I'm not crazy, right, Shay? All right, you've got somebody coming in and they blame everybody else for their problems, and they blame their ex for everything that went wrong there. So that card has come out again. All right, and quite honestly, they're just not going to move forward. But even if they did, it would be exhausting to deal with them. But you're going to sense it intuitively. That's why the moon is here. You're going to know something's off. You may not quite be able to put your finger on it, but trust your intuition on this one, right? Now, let's talk about the good one. You do have something really, really direct and honest coming in with a lot of clarity, and the roadway is going to open up on this one. It is going to be peaceful, number one. There's going to be a lot of clarity. This is a victory card. You will know exactly where you stand. There's a lot of honesty with the Ace of Swords here. And, well, this is what's coming in, okay? So if you don't deal with anybody, just know that this is what I'm predicting to come in, okay? For the majority associated with the signs. Clearly, not all Scorpios are having the same romantic experience, so we have to understand that. The thing I like about the Two of Swords in reverse, Scorpio gang, that when it comes up in a reading, I like this so much, and I'll tell you why. When this card comes up, let me tell you how this is to describe a situation, a romantic connection. There is synergy. In other words, the sum of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. 1 + 1 = 3, almost like a dynamic duo. The skills complement each other. Sometimes there's varying interest or viewpoints, but instead of making it like deal breakers or things that make it boring, it makes it more fun, more interesting, if that kind of makes sense. So personally, if I were getting a love reading and somebody were reading for me, I would be thrilled if this card came up. Complementary skills where you're weak, they're strong, and vice versa, sometimes associated with what's coming in. So I like that for you, Scorpio. Pretty cool reading. Just be very mindful of the one that's in victim mode, okay? You've pulled Pisces, Cancer. You've also pulled Aries, and you've pulled water and fire and air. There you go. So let's go to the Sagittarius gang. Saggy gang. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I read for you guys a while ago too. You'll have to check out the individual reading, Saggies, if you haven't already done so. Sagittarius. Oh, absolutely, Hank. Absolutely. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's take a look, Sagittarius. Let's take a look. What do you got coming in? What's up with this? Oh, is that it? All right. Let me talk about this, Sagittarius. Let me talk about this. You may have more than one option coming. This may just be the heads up that you need to tip you off that you've got one that you need to watch out for. So keep that in mind, okay? And I think you do have maybe a couple, I think you do have options because you've got the 7 of Cups here. But let me tell you what else is going on. You've got one that's a sneaky snoot, okay? Sneaky as all get out, okay? They're going to act overly withdrawn. But you know what? You're already, it's not going to take you long before you start to go, something's off. I can't put my finger on it. Something's off. My intuition alone, and you get suspicious of this person, okay? And you may even start spying on them, whatever. They may be spying on you, watching you too, possibly, okay? But be mindful of the one that is defensive, sneaky, probably playing the field a lot and acting withdrawn, and probably this energy, what I kind of get from this is the one that, like, you know, vanishes for days at the time, right, kind of thing. So be mindful of that. But you got another one. Okay, could be a Gemini, possibly not. But a lot, quantum leaping. We have discussed your person quantum leaping, have we not? But okay, Sagittarius, this one's completed a cycle. Great self-awareness. They know who they are. They know what they want. And they're very happy, vibing well, and a master of manifestation. And I like it for you. And as far as zodiac signs that, you know, may or may not apply, Gemini and Sagittarius, and no, I'm sorry, Gemini and Virgo. And I was, maybe it is another Sagittarius for me to say that. But you have air and water here too, Saggy, for what it is worth. Okay, so let's go to the Capricorns. Cappies, what's up, Cappy gang? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm a Cap Moon. Many of you know that. That's my moon sign, right? Goat, that's right, right? All right. Capricorn, maybe you're dealing with a Saggy. I don't know. Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about it. You got one here that's going to be really withdrawn and honestly, all pondering options before they ever even get started, right? They're already looking over the fence at the next big thing. Right? I don't even have words for this energy. I really don't. You know what, though? And they're very unstable. Why? Because they started talking to you and then they got withdrawn and started looking somewhere else even before the thing got off the ground. Very unstable, right? Thank you, Gaby. Thank you for watching. Very unstable, unpredictable. I get that from the king. And, of course, immature. Of course. Could be financially irresponsible, too. I just get this as like a, I hate to use this word, a fuckboy. This is fuckboy energy right here. Don't mess with that one. Okay, Capricorn? Let's talk about the good one. All right, now, and yeah, you're advised to release this one. Like a hot potato. Boop, let it go. Right, just like the Queen of Swords. Snip, you're out. This one, though, and like this is why I said you might be dealing with a Saggy. Master of manifestation. They've completed a lot of cycles, healing cycles, that sort of thing. Great self-awareness, a lot of happiness. They're vibing well, highly spiritual, master of manifestation. They make things happen. They're manifesting you. That's what they're doing. That's what that's about. That's true for the Saggies that pull the Gemini card too, the Magician. Gemini and Earth and Virgo. I think the Saggies pull the Virgo too, if I'm not mistaken, Capricorn. Interesting. And then water. But okay, to give that to you again, Gemini, Earth, Virgo, and water. There you go. Right? No sugarcoating here, right? I mean, you know, I just had a Snicker bar, so I'm good on sugar for the moment. Right, Barb? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Bad joke, right? How many comedians out of a job and I'm trying to be funny, right? So there we go. All right, Aquarius gang. New, Gaby, new. All right, Aquarius gang. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New love options coming in. Thank you, Regina. I'm going to read for the collective in a minute, y'all. I'll read for everybody in just a minute. Anyway, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New love options, right? Thanks, Terry. I know, right? All right. What? You know, Aquarius, I cannot throw shade. The reason I cannot throw shade at you and having crazy readings is because I'm a double Gemini, and we always joke about these air sign readings. And God, I don't know why Aquarius, if there is going to be a sign, why is it always you that gets the nuts? All right. That being said, woosah, let's try to read these cards. Okay, first of all, the reason this card came out is because I think you have two options. And this card is telling you, you need to really, really evaluate things before moving forward, because probably what looks good on paper is not going to be viable, and what looks like a big risk might be the one, possibly. But you're going to have to go inside and meditate to hear your intuition. And you're going to have to really consider this thing before moving forward. Now, you've got something viable here. You do. But, and I think it's a slow mover, all right? Now, somebody's watching you. Maybe both of these, okay? But you know what? You've got this one right here. And honestly, they're probably a commitment phobe to begin with. I don't know why you're asking me if I have gay friends. What does that have to do? What do my friends have to do? And look, I celebrate Pride Month. I'm going off. That's it. I'm done. I've had it. What do my friends have to do with a damn love tarot reading? And I'm sorry, if you're not trolling, it seems like it. Maybe this is Mercury retrograde. But really, I mean, yes, I have gay friends. Whatever. Now, let's move on to the reading. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. And see, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in an air sign reading. Why? Okay. First of all, whoever this person is probably a commitment phobe to begin with. But if not, they would, even if they were to move forward, they would be exhausting. But you know what? It's not going to, I know quantum leaping, I know. But what is, this person is not even probably going to get off the ground to begin with. But they may string you along. But they're commitment phobe. I just got that energy all day long. Now, and I think you're going to be immediately suspicious of them. I think you're going to be immediately suspicious. I really do. I'm just going to say that. Right. Thank you, Barb. Who doesn't? Exactly. Thank you, Barb, for taking care of that. I saw that you did. I don't know if other people did too, but I saw that you did. Thank you. All right. Now let's talk about this other one, Aquarius. You pulled the Two of Swords in reverse too, which is a great card to pull in a romantic connection, and I'll tell you why. First of all, peaceful. Second of all, roadways opening up. A lot of abundance here overall, and a lot of potential to really move forward. But at any rate, this is the card of a complementary connection. In other words, where you might have strong skills, they may be weak, and vice versa, and there's such a complement. And so the sum of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, kind of a dynamic duo energy when the Two of Swords comes up in reverse. Good communication too. Differing interest and viewpoints, but not the deal breaker kind, not the kind that make things boring, but the kind that make things more interesting. Where, say that you find somebody who is interested in herb gardening or race cars or NASCAR or like fishing or whatever, right? But at any rate, whatever it is, it'll be something you may not have previously considered doing, but you will enjoy doing with this person. Okay, Aries, there you have it. And I'm Aquarius, and I'm sorry I lost it in the middle of your reading, but it's just ridiculous. Y'all understand Tyler. I don't know why sometimes he doesn't take the phone and throw it for what he deals with. I'm just going to call it like I see it. Hey, Sean, I hope I said that right, Sean. Good to see you. But anyway, all right. So with that being said, let's go to the Pisces gang. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello, Emily Pisces. Good to see you, love. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Then we're going to read for the collective. Mods, I thank you all so much. I really, really do. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New love options coming in for the Pisces gang. New love options coming in for the Pisces. The little fishies, the last of the signs and the water signs. Pisces, you've been going through it too, haven't you? We all have. And you know what? You guys are more sensitive, and you feel energy so much more, whatever it is I'm trying to say. All right, so Pisces, you got multiple options, point blank period. Okay? And I think that you've been feeling very overburdened, point blank period. You're coming up to the end of a tough cycle, though. Can I tell you that? Thank you, Eileen. The Ten of Wands tells me you're almost done. One more big push with a really, really tough cycle, point blank period. The person coming in probably similarly so, but this, I like when the Ten of Wands comes up, because to me this signifies light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, you've been working hard. Yes, it's going to take some more work to pull through, but guess what? You're going to, and you're not far. You're closer than you think. Okay, and this person probably too. This person may be a slow burner, may come across a little bit withdrawn, but I still like them. They're very much willing to come to the table, put in the work. Okay, and I saved. I saved the best card for last. They're a warrior and a winner. Okay, they're vibing pretty well single, which is good. Okay, that's exactly what you want. But guess what? This one is intense as all get out in a good way. Okay. A lot of emotion, a lot of passion, a lot of intensity. Stay on top of your energy work, because these kind of connections, Pisces, can go one of two ways. It is either all awesome or all toxic. There is no mediocre with these type of energies, and it's twin flame type energy, and don't get that confused as like the one end all be all. We can manifest that in multiple people, so take what resonates there. But at any rate, so cool text here, I didn't know that. I bet you feel things energetically too sometimes. But okay, let me give you the zodiac signs, Pisces, real quick before we read for the collective. You have pulled fire, water, earth, and then fire again, and then in the majors, Gemini and Virgo. There you go, Pisces. There you go. Pretty nice reading for the Pisces gang. So let's read for everybody. Everybody, the whole collective. All the signs, and we're going to pull some romance oracles for everybody too, okay? All the signs. Let's get the skinny. Let's spill the tea on what might be coming in, what additional information we need to know about things that might be coming in, okay? Collective, let's take a look. Let's take a look, collective. See what we can find out. Let's take a look, collective. We get more detailed on the collective reads. At least I've been doing that lately. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. Let's take a look. Collective, overwhelmingly, let me tell you what I see that you guys are feeling. This is like almost more like a message. Okay, so take what resonates here. But I think you've been feeling really, really stuck. And really like nothing coming in, kind of like you're in a dry season here, and like the things that did come in were not interesting to you perhaps, or maybe somebody wasn't interested in you. Take what resonates there. But you know, I want to remind you, and I say this a lot, but the Hanging Man offers a different perspective, and that is oftentimes merely to just trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at the right time, okay? You're not in limbo, even though it feels like it. And you might feel stuck, like you've hit rock bottom. Well, you're not stuck, okay? But it can feel like it. I totally get it, especially right now with all the energetic changes associated with everything crazy going on astrologically, okay? But you know what? And I think there are people that have come along. You've dealt with fickle pickle energy. You know, you've dealt with people who were in and out, okay? And it left you feeling really just lackluster about, you know, and you dealt with people who were immature, commitment phase, and all of that. But you know what? Let me tell you what this card literally means. 9 of Swords reversed. It's a good card when it comes up in the reverse. It's light at the end of the tunnel. It's coming into optimism. It's better days ahead. It's healing, and your heart is starting to heal, and you're starting to not feel like you're missing someone, and all of those things. Okay, it is and this can mean the end of a tough cycle as well. Is approaching. Okay, and I like this. You've got viable options all day long. Okay, you've got strong, stable folks that will see your value, and vice versa. Okay, they may be busy and happy. Yeah, they'll cut out that which doesn't serve them, but so would you. So you want somebody that's like that, just like you. So, you know, and I read energies, not gender. These are 2 queens, but my point is this. You've got multiple options all day long, okay? And I'm going to give you the signs associated with these cards. Then we're going to pull from the romance oracles. And you've got, but in this we've got earth, fire, air, water, And that's it. We didn't pull any majors that associate with zodiacs, but I'm going to let's see here. Oh, Eileen, you are good enough, baby cakes. You are. You got to work on that, because you will attract somebody who doesn't see your value if you don't see it. You got to see your value, and then it'll be like a beacon when you see your own value, right? There you go. So let's go to the romance oracles and see what other messages we can get for the collective. Other messages for the collective. See what we can find out, everyone. What do we need to know? Some of you have something really strong potential for marriage and something long-term to come in, right? So there you go. Expression, somebody you just need to speak up to. I don't know who this is for, but if you know who it's for, you know what you need to do. And then look, we pull wedding, now we're pulling honeymoon. And then, Tanks Terry, what did you just say? Look at your comment. Look at your comment and look at what card was next in the deck. True love. I can't make this up. Wow. She's a tarot reader. Some of you need to be very aware of people who are deceptive, and intuition is going to help you, right? Intuition is going to help you. Hey, Rocket. How you doing? Your little enchantress friend is doing well. I'm going to pull a quote or two for everybody. I don't do this that often. This is my cheesy little 3x5 deck of quotes that have helped me and still help me along my own journey, kind of spoke to my soul. So we're going to pull, this one came out. Oh, y'all. This is probably my favorite quote in this whole deck. And it never comes out, and it fell out. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to hold it up in case you want to screen it. I post this meme on social media all the time. At the end of the day, the world will either be a more or less kind, loving, and compassionate place because of your presence. Your move. Right? Is that not beautiful? I love that so much. That is my favorite quote in this whole deck. And it never comes out, and then it came out. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. Certainly, if you want to book a personal reading to go into detail about your situation, love, money, or what have you, anything but health, you can see everything about that in the description box below this video. Thank you all so much for the likes, and big, big hugs to everyone. And planning to be back at tomorrow's same bat time, same bat channel, right? Not same time, but sometime around this time of the day for sure. Many blessings to all of you. Thank you, Tiana.